Now that you know how to set up the TurningPoint program, let's take a closer look at the software used to create presentations. To begin, double-click on the TurningPoint icon on your desktop to open the program. As we saw in the last video, the program looks almost identical to the Microsoft PowerPoint program, with the only difference being the extra TurningPoint tab. To start off, let's look at some of the basics of the PowerPoint program, as they will be very useful in creating presentations. The Home tab has tools that allow you to insert a traditional PowerPoint slide and add or edit the text in these slides. You can include traditional PowerPoint slides into a TurningPoint lesson. The Insert tab gives several options for objects that can be inserted into a traditional PowerPoint slide, such as clip art, shapes, photos, charts, and word art. Some of these options can also be very useful when making a TurningPoint slide. The Design tab has a variety of options for the look of your presentation. The theme you choose will be displayed on all PowerPoint and TurningPoint slides in your presentation. Simply click on the theme that you choose to insert it onto all of your slides. The Animation tab provides different transition options that can be used between slides. It also allows you to create transition sounds and determine the speed of your transitions. The Slideshow tab has several options. You can record narration for your presentation from this tab and create a set time to display your slides so the presentation runs automatically. This tab can also be used to begin your presentation, either from the beginning or from a particular slide. The Review tab has different options, such as a spell check for checking and editing your slides before publishing. The View tab gives several options for ways to view your prepared slides. Now that we have reviewed all of the traditional Microsoft PowerPoint tabs, let's look at the TurningPoint tab. All polling and response slides must be created from this tab. Let's take a look at the different buttons under the TurningPoint tab. The first button simply gives information about the TurningPoint software. The next three buttons, Reset, Continue Prior Session, and Save Session, are all options that can be used after a presentation has been created. We will discuss these options further in a later video. The next option says Insert Slide. If you click this option, you will see the many types of response slides you can insert into your presentation. We will discuss many of these options in more detail in the intermediate lessons. The next option, Convert to a Picture Slide, allows you to create slides with pictures as the answer options instead of text. This would be especially useful for presentations for younger students with limited reading skills. The Insert Object button allows you to insert additional objects into your TurningPoint slide. You may choose to change the type of graph used to display data, or add a countdown to make the polling session timed. You may want to add a response counter to show how many participants have answered so far, or a correct answer indicator to show which option was correct after the polling has been closed. Again, each of these options will be more fully discussed in the intermediate training videos. The Tools, Participants, and Import buttons all deal with features that will be discussed in the advanced training videos. Finally, the Turning Talk and Help buttons can be used to answer any questions or solve problems you may encounter when using the TurningPoint program. Now that you have seen some of the features of the TurningPoint software, let's look at how to use the clickers to respond to a presentation that has been created using TurningPoint.